Hello viewers and students, today we will learn about theory of special relativity. This is third lecture of this series. I request you to please watch earlier video of this series. The links of the same is provided in description box. Continuing from the last lecture. In special relativity part 1. Who was right? Newton or Maxwell? And in special relativity part 2. No ether was detected in Michelson-Morley experiment. In 1905 Einstein enters the picture. Albert Einstein didn't like idea of ether. Threw away the idea of Galilean relativity. Came up with the two postulates of relativity. Postulate number 1, the laws of nature are the same in all inertial frames of reference. And postulate number 2, the speed of light in a vacuum is the same in all inertial frames of reference. The genius of Einstein lies in its thought experiment. Let's discuss some thought experiment. Thought experiment number 1. What happens if you are moving in a spaceship with constant velocity without any jerk or vibration? There is nothing outside which is moving opposite to you. Then one can't differentiate that whether he is in state of motion or rest. Thought experiment 2. What happens when you are moving with the speed of light and you see your face in the mirror? Do you become invisible in the mirror? As you and light reflecting from your face both are moving with same speed. This makes no sense at all. The two-thought experiment indicates that the laws of nature are the same in all inertial frames of reference, which is postulate 1, and speed of light is same for all observers whether in motion or in rest, postulate 2. So the mathematical solution to the thought experiment is that the speed of light in vacuum has the same value, which is approximately 300,000 km per second, in all inertial reference frames, regardless of the velocity of the observer or the velocity of the source emitting the light. All the laws of physics have the same form in all inertial reference frames. It means that C plus V equals C and C minus V equals C. This is very strange and mind-boggling, but it's true and has been experimentally verified. The figure shows the speed of light relative to observer. The observer who is in rest will see light pulse going with speed of light, which is approximately 300,000 km per second. If the observer is moving with V speed and light pulse moving in the same direction with C speed, then as per the common sense the relative speed between them will be C minus V, but this is wrong. In physics we have seen so many times that common sense is not always true. As per Einstein, the pulse of light will always move with constant speed irrespective of the speed of observer. And Einstein was right. The implications of following Einstein's are counterintuitive and bizarre. We know that C equals n into lambda, where C is the speed of light, n is the frequency and lambda is the wavelength. And since C is constant, hence frequency and wavelength will vary, which in turn lead to the red shift and blue shift. This is experimentally verified by observing the star coming towards the Earth. Its frequency increases, but wavelength decreases, therefore spectrum shifts towards the blue, and we observe blue shift. In a similar way, if the star is going away from the Earth, frequency decreases, but wavelength increases, therefore spectrum shifts towards red, and we observe red shift. Truth and consequences. Due to cosmic speed limit, which is Einstein's postulate 2, we should define speed. And constancy of speed of light requires that we modify conventional concepts of space and time. After modification we get length contraction and time dilation. For this, wait for next video on length contraction and time dilation. And as for always, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.